Bhagavad Gita edition 2, அதாவது chapters 3 and 4, அதுக்கு வருகை தந்தமை அனைவருக்குமே என் இனிய காலை வணக்கம், நமஸ்காரம். Thank you for joining us. I think today is a very good audience and it's going live in Facebook also. Thank you Alagu for all your patience and support, and I request you to support month after month. இன்னைக்கு வந்து second edition நடக்க போகுது. What we promised is Rotary Club of Madras, Besant, Nagar is one of the prestigious club, and I know their quality of work. They are very quiet, but they do outstanding work in our district. And it's a signature event, and I wish this president and the board should take it up as a signature event year after year, not only this year. And I hope they will take it up because you have a lovely person in you, a Rotarian and a trainer and a speaker, Pusami, who's a very senior Rotarian as well as a very renowned person and a fine gentleman who has got a lot of knowledge, and he should share his Bhagavad Gita knowledge to other Rotarians and communities as well. So இன்னைக்கு வந்து இந்த program third and fourth edition it's going to happen. எல்லாருமே end வரைக்கும் இந்த program கேட்கணும்னு நான் ரொம்ப ரிக்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன், because it's a very important session. இப்போ உள்ள இந்த கோவிட் மட்டும் இல்லாம we are running in a very critical phase of life. இன்னைக்கு என்ன நடக்கும்னு கூட தெரியல, challenging lives. So I think இந்த மாதிரி பீஸ் ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ், இந்த மாதிரி பகவத் கீதாவா இருக்கட்டும், மாரல் ஸ்டோரிஸா இருக்கட்டும், யோகாவா இருக்கட்டும், இதெல்லாம் தான் நம்மள வந்து மைண்டை பீஸ்ஃபுல்லா வச்சுக்க கூடிய ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு சக்தி. ஸோ இது வந்து இந்த மாதிரி இந்த சமயத்துல இந்த பகவத் கீதா எடுத்து பண்றது எனக்கு ரொம்ப பெருமையா இருக்கு. I'm feeling really honored, and it's a very useful program. I got a lot of good feedback from many Rotarians, and they are hearing it even in the presence Zoom இல்லனா கூட, while driving, while lying down, or while sitting, they're listening to the program I heard. So thank you Kupusami sir for very eagerly awaiting. So this program is going to happen month after month, every first Sunday between 11:15 to 12:15. So adutha program 4th and 5th edition is going to happen on 1st November. So without the consent of even the president, I am taking this privilege of announcing. I think it will happen. Arun, with all your support and everything. Yes, thank you Arun. So please sit back and watch. ரொம்ப important session. நம்ம லைஃப் எல்லாருக்குமே வந்து ரொம்ப important. No one who does good work will ever come to a bad end, either here or in the world to come, Lord Krishna. So நல்ல செயல்கள் எடுத்து பண்ணும்போது நிச்சயமாக கடவுள் நம்ம கூட தான் இருப்பாரு. With that good words, I wish you all the very best, and take care, be happy and be peaceful. Thank you Kupusami sir. Thank you. I am good for joining me in this program. Thank you so much.
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, just a brief about Rotarian P.G. Kupusami. Of course, it is unnecessary for many of my colleagues as well as many of the Rotarians who already watched the earlier episode of chapter 1 and 2 of Bhagavad Gita, which was dealt well by Rotarian Kupusami. Just to brief quickly, I'll run over. He is a mechanical engineer from Gindi Engineering College with specialization in hydraulics, and he had been working with Wavin Group for 9 years in India and 32 years in Holland in the field of plastic pipes and water management. And he's widely traveled to more than 60 countries during his working period, and currently he's a consultant to an Indian plastic pipe manufacturing company. Next to water management, his main interest has been right from the age of 11 years when he started getting exposed to Bhagavad Gita. Is with the blessings of Kanchi Paramacharya when he visited his school, the Hindu Theological High School. He has been very pursuing the topic so vigorously. So we are very fortunate to have 6-decade experience of yoga, of Bhagavad Gita being told to us. The essence of it is being condensed in 30 to 40 minutes today, and at the end of which we'll have a Q&A also. So I request all to note down whatever doubts or clarifications they would like to hear from Rotarian Kuppu, and wait till the end so that we can have a very fruitful discussion. And I request all the participants to mute their mics because to avoid any disturbance to the session. With this, I am very delighted to have you today for sparing time to the discourse on prevention of conflict. Incidentally, we will be covering chapter 3 and chapter 4 of Bhagavad Gita, that is chapter 3 dealing with Karma Yoga in 43 verses, and chapter 4 dealing with Jnana Yoga and Samyasa Yoga in 42 verses. So just to brief on the topic, Karma Yoga is a preparatory step to purify your mind and get pre-qualified for Jnana Yoga. So Karma Yoga gives mental purity, consequent conflict reduction, and getting peace. Jnana Yoga gives you self-knowledge through self-realization and consequently eternal bliss. These are the two chapters which are going to be covered today, and the focus is on Karma Yoga. Of course, I don't need to even detail what is a conflict, but still being a primary focus of Rotary International organization, umbrella organization under which we are all here today, conflict per se is by no means a negative force. Rather, it is a natural expression of social difference and of humanity's perpetual struggle for justice and self-determination. If managed non-violently, it can be positive as a source of immense creativity and progress. It can be rising due to ethnic reason, economic reason, territorial or political rivalry between sectors of societies or groups. These are broadly the reasons, and this is what we are trying to seek to address. So with the knowledge and wisdom of Rotarian Kuppu, I would like to commence the discussion and session, please. Over to you, Rotarian Kuppu.
Okay. I will start. I'll take a minute. Arun, can you enable?
Yeah, enable.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, excellent.
Okay, good. Good morning, Rotarians, aunts, friends, brothers, sisters. Instead of you are thanking, I am thanking you all for giving the opportunity to share what little I know, and all credit goes to my Guru, Swamiji Paramarthananda, who has taught us Gita and all Upanishads, and what little I learned and what little I understood, I am sharing with you all. So this is a kind of a good start, but definitely the topic of Karma Yoga, Road to Peace, is a kind of an excellent topic, the core idea of Rotary today, the thing. So I start with this thing, with my thing, presentation. I start with what we saw in the last presentation in one slide. I move it like this. Okay.
Yeah.
In the first slide, the first presentation last month, that was chapter 1 and 2. After seeing Arjuna's conflict in chapter 1, that was Arjuna's conflict in chapter 1. So that is the topic of Rotary also. It's called Arjuna Vishada Yogam, conflict of Arjuna. Krishna introduces both Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga in chapter 2 to Arjuna, which we saw. Karma Yoga is the right action with the right attitude, purifies your mind, thereby reduces the conflict and makes the mind peaceful and calm. Then Jnana Yoga, the self-knowledge, meaning who am I really? Okay, This makes you ever full and complete, the Jnana Yoga. I mean Purnam, and ever balanced, Samatvam, and ever blissful. So, Karma Yoga purify your mind. The pure mind can acquire this knowledge and realize your completeness, balanced mentality, and ever blissful attitude. You can share this reduction of conflict and increase of peace and happiness with everyone. That's the whole approach of life, whole target of our life. Now, with this background, what you have seen in the last presentation, now we come to today's thing. It is chapter 3 and 4. First I started chapter 3, titled Karma Yoga, 43 verses in 5 topics. Topic 1 is Arjuna's question on Karma, Jnana Yoga and Krishna's answer, verse 1 to 7. And topic 2, Karma Yoga and its benefits, verse 8 to 20. Even in 20, the first line goes up to the topic 2. And topic 3, role of a wise man to the society. It is from verse 20, second line to 29. Summary of Karma Yoga, 30 to 35. Problems of uncontrolled desire and its solution, 36 to 43. This is how we are dividing this chapter into 5 topics. Okay. Now, topic 1 is, we are taking its first stop in the thing. I move this thing like this. Okay. In the first topic, verse 1 to 7, in first 2 verses, Arjuna expresses his confusion where to start. He is also confused if Karma Yoga alone can give liberation, or can he go to Jnana Yoga direct? Why should I waste time in Karma Yoga? I go to Jnana Yoga direct, is a question. In verse 3, Krishna just begins to clarify that Karma Yoga is step 1 and Jnana Yoga is step 2. You have to do both and only in this order. You cannot do Jnana Yoga first and come to Karma Yoga. You have to do both yogas, and first Karma Yoga and then Jnana Yoga. Karma Yoga is incomplete without Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga is impossible without Karma Yoga. In simple words, the 5th standard is incomplete without 12th standard. The 12th standard is impossible without doing 5th standard. So, Karma Yoga is 5th standard, Jnana Yoga is 12th standard. Just to give the example, that's it. Right. Now, we go to verse 1 to 7, Krishna's little bit introduction, explanation. Definition of Karma Yoga, which we have already seen in the last presentation. Right action with the right attitude. To remember this further, remember the word ride, R-I-D-E, like you are riding a car, ride. R stands for reduce unethical action. Selfish, harmful to others, all these kind of action, reduce, 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 reduce. You cannot bring it to 0 in one day, but slowly reduce. Yesterday we did 10 unethical, today we are doing 8. Okay, that's good. Second one, I, increase ethical action, beneficial to many, beneficial to community. Increase that, increase that, increase that. 3, that is D, dedicate all actions to God in Arpana Bhava. Reduce, this is to, the purpose is to reduce I am doing attitude. I am doing, I am doing, I am doing. To reduce that attitude, dedicate all actions to God. The thing. It is called in Sanskrit Arpana Bhava. E, experience all the results of your action as His gift. It is, in Sanskrit we call it Prasada Bhava. Don't worry too much if the results are not in line with your expectation. As I mentioned in the last presentation, if you get a big 1 kilogram of sweet as a prasadam, enjoy. Or if you get 1 spoon of water, equally enjoy as is prasadam. Don't worry too much about the results. Enjoy whatever you get as a gift of God in the Prasada Bhavam. Arpana Bhavam and Prasada Bhavam are the attitude, then ethical action increase, reduction of unethical action. This is the first point of this thing. Now, so it is continued. In these verses, Krishna talks about sadhana, the actions, karma, jnana, and also ashrama, that is your lifestyle. We will not go deep into this ashrama and karma kind of combination, but we'll talk generally as a family person. We are all family person. Okay? You focus the first part of your life on karma yoga. Do support, service to your family, to the community, to the nature. But allocate a little time, some time for scriptural studies, which is called Jnana Yoga. Allocate some time, 1 hour a week or 1 hour in a month, whatever time you can do, please allocate. More time for Karma Yoga, little time for scriptural studies, which we call Jnana Yoga. Later, when you become older and older and older, naturally the Karma Yoga will reduce because of your age kind of thing, and you give more time for Jnana Yoga, scriptural study. You do the balancing. Summary, continued Karma Yoga as long as possible to purify your mind, reduce expectations, reduce disappointments and stress, and make you more and more peaceful. Karma Yoga can be mental, can be verbal, can be physical, can be financial, teaching, etc., depending upon your ability. Do what you can for the benefit of society and community. That will build peace within, which we can share with others. Now, the second topic, verse 8 to 20, Karma Yoga and its benefits. In this part, first Karma Yoga, Krishna focused on Karma Yoga from 4 angles. People will ask, can I do this way, that way, and all the things. Karma Yoga, he says, in 4 angles. The first angle is Ajna, in English, order. You must do. For a beginner, it is like an order. You must do this thing. You must get up at 6 in the morning, start reading your books, go to a temple at 6:30 in the morning, like that. It is like an order. Then only we will obey. Even when we grow older, when there's a red traffic signal, in the red light, you must stop the car. Otherwise, I'll put a penalty of 100 rupees, 200 rupees, whatever, It is like an order. Over a period of time, we convert that order into a discipline. First, Ajna, order, take care of you, and slowly start sharing with community. It is an order, must do. Slowly convert Ajna into Yajna, actions with gratitude and reverence and dedication to God. First, all these things we take it as an order, and then we do the same action in the form of Yajna with the gratitude and dedication to God. Changing attitude. The third angle is yoga. Take the results as his gift, prasadam. Here, karma becomes karma yoga. Action is karma. With the right attitude, karma becomes karma yoga. You accept gradually the outcome of all your action. You gain peace. You also grow spiritually and get qualified to get into Jnana Yoga. Fourth angle is dharma. Ensure whatever you do, it will maintain harmony. Here dharma is defined as harmony, coordination. Harmony among people, animal, plants, nature. Please make sure whatever you do is in harmony with these four. Don't disturb the balance. If you consume from the society in the beginning, then you must contribute to keep the balance. Don't spend all your life consuming 100%. Consume, contribute, make a balance. Make a balance. Krishna explained this harmony concept in a very nice way in verse 15 and 16. I'm sharing only this harmony concept. All beings are born out of food. Food is born out of rain. Rain is born out of yajna, means cosmic eco-balance, the thing. Yajna comes out of Vedas and teaching. Veda comes out of God. We, the consumer of food, can do one thing. Be grateful.
Update பண்ணிட்டேன். இப்ப நீங்க பேரை போட்டுட்டீங்க. நான் அப்டேட் பண்ணிடுறேன் இன்விடேஷன்ல. அந்த அம்மா வந்து கரெக்ட்டா வந்துருங்கப்பா. ஏன்னா நிறைய
Can somebody be silence? Silence then?
5:30 வந்துட்டாங்கன்னா போதும். எங்களோட இனாகுரேஷனா முடிச்சி அவங்க 5:30 க்கு பேச.
I mean, silence then? Okay. Be grateful to the cycle. God, Veda, Yajna, rain, food. It means eco-balance. Let's balance it. And the balance is harmony. Don't disturb the cycle. Today we are talking about eco-balance. Our Vedas were talking about this balance several million years back. Eco-balance, giving and taking. Everything to be balanced. Then only our life will be harmonious. Right. Summary of 8 to 20. Depending upon your mental maturity, view Karma Yoga in whatever angle you want and follow this. Do actions as offered to God. Karpana Bhavam. Take the results as a gift from God. Prasada Bhavam. Get rid of I and mine attitude. It is in Sanskrit Ahankara Mamakara. This, when you reduce this Ahankara Mamakara, I, my, you purify your mind and get qualified to get into Jnana Yoga for ultimate liberation from samsara, from the whole cycle of problems. The important note is Karma Yoga. Many people ask me this question. When I made the presentation in Holland, they asked a question, should not I enjoy? If I do the dedication and as a gift from God, what do about enjoy? Karma Yoga clearly says, it does not prevent you from enjoying worldly pleasure. Have fun. Keep enjoying. Have fun, no problem at all. But don't get attached to these too much, because these pleasures are finite, temporary. I eat a good food, I enjoy, but that enjoyment lasts only for 1 hour, 2 hours. Then I may get a stomach pain, I may get another problem. I eat sweet, I enjoy for 1 hour, then when I measure the sugar level, it goes to 250, then I get trouble. So enjoy that, but don't get stuck on this too much, the thing. Then what is infinite pleasure? What do you mean by infinite pleasure? You have to read Gita to come eventually. That infinite pleasure is within you. And then finally I say, even not inside you, it is you. But infinite pleasure is in you, not from the worldly object, but enjoy. Enjoy without getting attached too much. That's what they think. Then, role of a wise person, 20 to 29. Verse 20, even after becoming Jnani, you continue Karma Yoga, not for your own growth, but for the community service. He himself, Krishna himself, was an example. He is a teacher of Gita. He is a Jnani. He is God. But also doing his Karma Yoga as a chariot driver. He doesn't say, I'm a Gita teacher, so I will not do any karma. No. He teaches Gita. Within a few minutes, he takes the chariot and work as a driver. The thing. Another example given in this chapter is King Janaka, Sita's father, who continued to community service as a king even after attaining jnana. No end to Karma Yoga. Keep doing what you can. That's it. We should understand that when he says wise person jnani in these verses, it does not It means jnani in the grahastha, in the family life, and not a sannyasi jnani sitting in some ashram or in the mountain or anything. He means people like you and me. The thing. That's it. The thing. Because Krishna is like you and me. That kind of thing. He is a family man. Nothing. So he doesn't mean a sannyasi jnani. He means a grahastha ashrama people, family man who attains knowledge slowly, slowly, slowly. Right. In verse 26, Lord strongly advises a jnani not to teach an ajnani, a beginner, student, to drop karma yoga and switch to jnana yoga. Don't do that thing. When an ajnani matures in mind purification, he will transfer slowly from karma yoga to jnana yoga. That will take place automatically, naturally, and it should not be done hastily. Then it may even become counterproductive. Then there is no time limit to transfer. When you will transfer from karma to jnana, it's all up to an individual, up to you. Do it slowly, 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 as per your thing. Summary of this 20 to 29, an ajnani, a beginner, does karma yoga for happiness and peace, for his own mental purification, chitta suddhi in Sanskrit. A jnani does the same karma yoga with happiness and peace. A beginner doing for happiness, karma yoga, a kind of a jnani does the same karma yoga with happiness. Convert the for to with, the thing, for the upliftment of society. It's called loka sangraham. So you do all the karma for happiness in the beginning, then do the same karma with happiness. Then 30 to 35, summary till now. In verse 30, Krishna says, you perform karma yoga with 5 principles. Keep the spiritual goal to realize that peace and happiness are within you. That is the spiritual goal. Where to realize the peace and happiness, that shows it's within you. Don't look for it outside, it's within you. Offer all the actions to God. Take the results and blessings of God which you have seen. Free from possessiveness of action and the results I and my. Be calm, no anxiety over the work or result. Take work is worship. All what we do is a worship. Worship is not only in the temple, even when you work, it is a worship. Karma is a worship. Just revere and enjoy the work. There it continues. If you do not have an opportunity to do what you like, then start liking what you do. I like to become a doctor, but I have become an engineer. What shall I do? Be happy or be sad? No. Then start liking being an engineer. That's it. Nothing. Then like what you do. Accept the results. You have control only on your efforts. I can control my effort. Put more effort. That kind of thing. In another direction. All those kind of things. The result depends on many other factors on which you have no control. Just accept and move on. You can, and prayer, very important point, you can pray for success. But in the prayer, please add, God, give me the strength to accept any result, including failure. Normally we go and pray, give me success, give me money, give me mark, give me promotion, give me happiness thing. But we forget the second line. Please add, please give me the strength to accept even failure and find a solution and do rectification. You add all the things, then make the prayer complete. Right, then we are going to the last topic. Problems of binding desire. Arjuna raises a new topic. Why even a wise person commits sin, though they know it is sin? Example, we all know telling a lie is a dharmic sin, but still we do. Why? Krishna gives a clear answer, straightforward answer. He says that all our sins are caused by 2 factors: uncontrolled desire, kama, and consequent krodha, anger. In fact, these two can be put together as one problem with the two dimensions. When the desire is not fulfilled, we get anger. Although it is not mentioned in these verses, we have to understand this aspect carefully. When the desire is fulfilled, still we are not satisfied, we get more desire, it becomes greed. Unfulfilled desire causes anger, fulfilled desire may cause greed. This is just an example. I have desire to earn 1,000 rupees. I got 1,000 rupees. It's fulfilled. Then I'm not satisfied. I consider I made a very big mistake. I should not have put the goal as 1,000 rupees. I might have made it as 5,000 rupees. So 1,000 becomes 5,000 as a desire. Desire becomes greed. When you get 5,000, it becomes 10,000. It goes on the thing. So unfulfilled desire causes anger. Fulfilled desire causes greed. It may cause greed. Be careful. Be careful. Have a control. How to control the desire? It is like a war. To win a war, you should know where the enemy bases are. You should know the basis of our desire. Desire is an enemy. Where the base? Sense organs. Entry point of desire. Our sense organ, like eye, ear, nose, tongue, skin, etc. Control them. Sense objects enter through our sense organs. So control. Then it enters the mind. Mind receives the signal from sense organs and then convert that into thought again and again. It becomes restless and will do anything to get the object of desire. Intellect, buddhi, it is the boss which controls the mind. But when the desire is very strong in the mind, it blunts the intellect and spoils the discriminatory power of the intellect. The intellect thinks that you are incomplete without desired object, so do something to get that desired object. The intellect buddhi is like air and the desire is like a fire. When the fire is small, when the desire is small, the air will put out the fire. The thing. When the fire becomes big, like a forest fire, when the desire becomes big, the same air which put out the fire in the beginning, now the same air cannot put out the forest fire. It transfers the forest fire from one forest to another forest. It transfers, it increases the fire. So the buddhi, when the desire becomes too much, it increases further, it blunts. Therefore, this ignorance of where to control, how to control, creates a problem. The superiority order within ourselves is Atma, consciousness, intellect, mind, sense organs. The delusion, confusion makes you to think vice versa, and then we give more importance and listen to the sense organ. We do not listen to intellect. Solution is that to clearly understand you are not the body mind, you are the Atma. Atma is infinite, full and complete. It does not need any external object to make it full and complete. Think you are Atma and not you have Atma. I am Pupushwami, having Atma is wrong. I am Atma with a body called Pupushwami. That is right attitude. That's what we should grow. When you get an object, you enjoy. But don't go after that at any cost. And don't get attached to that too much. Love is okay. That is good. Attachment is wrong. Asai is good. Then Viditam is wrong. Getting it attached is wrong. One line summary of chapter 3. With controlled non-binding desire, do all action with an aim to contribute to the community and nature. This will reduce your internal conflict and make you more and more peaceful, which you share with others. Now chapter 3 over, we get into chapter 4, 42 verses. The title of chapter 4, little bit confusing, I will explain. Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Title itself, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Don't get confused. The thing. The title of the chapter, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, the meaning is given by all our teachers. Knowing of renunciation of karma abhimanam, means over attachment to karma and its result. Knowing is jnana. Renunciation of karma abhimanam sannyasa, the thing. Knowledge that don't get attached to karma and its result too much. Get that knowing, get that knowledge. That is the topic of this chapter. With this we go. The topics are Avatar Swarupam, nature of God's incarnation 1 to 15, Jnana Swarupam, Jnani Swarupam 16 to 24, Jnana Sadhana, ways to acquire this knowledge 25 to 34, Jnana Palam, benefits 35 to 37, Jnana Yogyata, pre-qualification for Jnana, verse 38 to 42. We go on this thing. The first topic, Avatara Swarupam. Many people think it is not required. Why should we bother too much about Avataram and all the things? No, there is an important teaching for all of us. Beginners like us, we need learn from this thing. That's an internal teaching is there. So Krishna tells Arjuna to start with this chapter. I have taught this knowledge to sun god million billion years back. Arjuna got confused. You are as old as I am, Krishna. How can you teach this to sun god million years back? How can you do that thing? Then with this question the chapter starts and Krishna replies in verse 5. Arjuna, please understand there is a difference. I have taken several births, avatars, and you have taken several births, bodies. I know all of them. I know all my births. And you do not know what was your previous birth, what's your next birth. You don't understand, you don't know. Now you listen. Krishna tells Arjuna, Jiva's birth, people like you and me, our birth, and Ishvara's avatara have two common features. Both are anadi, beginningless, and both take a physical body and appear in the world. Rama and Krishna have the same body like you and me. But they have four different features between Jiva Janma and Ishvara Avatara. Four features. One is the cause, Karana. Jiva's birth cause is our Punya Pava Karma. Ishvara takes Avatara on his own will to fulfill the prayers of devotees, to maintain Dharma, reduce Adharma. Nature of the difference, Swarupam. Jiva is influenced by ignorance and therefore he is born helpless samsari, always confused, always unfulfilled, even at the age of 95, I am not full and complete, I am not happy, that kind of thing. But Ishvara does not have ignorance and therefore he is born jnani, the thing. And purpose, Jiva's purpose is to exhaust the karma. The karmas are all, you have to study law of karma, and it is the prarabdha karma, is the bundle of karma with which you have taken this birth. Our birth is to exhaust prarabdha karma. But Bhagavan doesn't have karma, so he doesn't take body for karma. He comes here to protect dharma and destroy adharma. Nature of the body. Jiva's body is made up of 5 elements, Panchabhuta, like Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. And Ishvara's avatara is a direct evolution from Maya without going through 5 elements. These are the differences. Don't bother too much. But what do we understand in the context of today's condition, that too Rotary and peace? What do we understand from this Avatar Swarupam? Very important. There is no classification between us as divine people and devil people. All of us are human beings. We are one and same. All of us have good qualities like kindness, love, compassion, treating all equally, etc., etc., etc. We also may have unethical greed, anger, selfishness, arrogance, jealousy, etc. The proportionate between good and bad may vary between individual to individual. We are a mixture of both good and bad. God sends someone, good teacher, acharyas, or he comes himself as an avatara in the form of wise human being and teaches to kill, not to kill the devil, to kill the devilish qualities in us, so that we realize our inner nature of peace and happiness. Slowly, he teaches through the scripture how to avoid the greed, anger, selfishness, etc., kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, machari, etc., how to kill, how to reduce and increase kindness, love, compassion, etc. So we becoming less and less bad and becoming better and better good person. This is the purpose of avatara. This is how we understand in today's context. Whoever understands this nature of God's, Bhagavan's avatara, gets liberation from inner conflict, attain eternal peace and bliss. This is the thing. So in this chapter, verse 1 to 15, if you just two verses which we see commonly in all these Mahabharatam TV programs and all, these two verses are talking about the avatara. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuktanam adharmasya tadatmanam hrijamyam. Arjuna, whenever the righteousness declines, evil increases, I project myself to set things right. Same paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya chatushkritam dharma samstapanatarya sambhavami yuge yuge, for the protection of the virtuous and destruction of the evil doers, or increase the virtues and reduce evil, and to establish righteous in the world. I am born in every age yuga. This is what the two important verses 7 and 8 in the 4th chapter we should remember. Then we move on. Jnana Swarupam, Jnani Swarupam. Everyone has to go through these two yogas. First concentrate on Karma Yoga, but exposing a little bit to Jnana Yoga. Later concentrate on Jnana Yoga and still exposed to Karma Yoga. What is Jnana Yoga? The thing. Every individual is made up of two components, everyone. First component is invisible, subtle consciousness called Atma Tattvam, or consciousness, or Chit, the thing. And in English it is called consciousness awareness. In Sanskrit it is called Atma, Chit, the thing. In Tamil we will call it Unarvu, Tuya Unarvu. Atma, consciousness, Tuya Unarvu. This is how the component is called. This consciousness is not a part, product or property of the body. It is an independent principle which pervades the body and enlivens the body. It is not limited by the boundaries of the body. The consciousness, this Atma, Unaru Tattvam, survives even after the fall of the body, end of the body. It continues. The surviving consciousness is not available for transaction since the body medium is not available. It is something like a phone is broken but the SIM card is still alive, the thing. But with that SIM card I cannot make a phone call. I need the phone body in addition to the SIM card to make a phone call. The phone body is our body, the SIM card is Atma. Atma is still there but it cannot do transaction. You need the body, our body-mind complex. So like a telephone, cell phone body. So this is the 5 principles of Atma Tattvam, consciousness, Unarvu. Second component, what we all have, is called Ahankara, body-mind complex with a borrowed consciousness from Atma. Please don't misunderstand the Vedic or the scriptural word of Ahankara. It doesn't mean this arrogance. No, it is not arrogance, it is not ego. It is the body-mind complex. It is sentient like body-mind complex. The self-knowledge is understanding I am made of these two components. Then understand Atma is akarta, abhokta, therefore ever free, always free. Ahankara, body-mind complex, is karta, bhokta, doer, enjoyer, therefore never free. Because as a doer, I am always incomplete. I would have done better. I have not done properly. And as a bhokta, as an enjoyer, no, I would have got a better thing. Always, we are never free. Ahankara is attached to karma, so it is never free. Then understand, Atma is my real higher self, which is ever free. And Ahankara is not my real nature, it is my lower self, lower identity. It is like my cloth, like my shirt. That's it, Ahankara, the thing. Use Ahankara body-mind complex for transaction. Take care of Ahankara. Use Ahankara, because without that you cannot do transaction. And experiencing the world, but do not get too much attached to Ahankara. Don't claim I am Ahankara, don't get attached too much to Ahankara. This is the final teaching. As Atma, I am ever free. As Ahankara, I am never free. Now you decide. Jnani Swarupam, the description of Jnani, benefit of Jnanam. As Atma, I am full and complete. Purna. Aham Purna. I do not expect anything from outside for my increasing fullness and happiness. As Atma, I take all experiences equally. Samatvam. I remain detached from Ahankara and its ups and downs, or attached to Ahankara and not to me, the Atma. This Samatvam is a great emotional shock absorber while facing the worldly problems. This is what I explained in chapter 2, 55 to 60, Sthira Prajna. So the benefits are completeness, Purnatvam, and Samatvam. I am full and complete. I treat every experience in equilibrium. This is the qualities of Jnani. This is what you get when you understand things clearly, your real Swarupam. You understand you are Purnatvam and Samatvam. That's why in M. Subbalakshmi's Kirtana, he always says, Kurai Undru Millai. That means the Kurai Undru Millai means I am full, I am complete, I am Purnam as Atma. In a body mind, I will never be Purnam. Whatever happens, I am not Purnam. I have some problem, headache problem, money problem, health problem, whatever problem. But as Atma, Aham Purnam, and I treat everything equal. In short, this self-knowledge reduces my internal conflict as a shock absorber and increases peace. By internalizing this self-knowledge into wisdom, I convert my internal peace into ever happiness, which is my ultimate goal. Important thing is ignorance, knowledge I am Atma, not the body-mind complex, that gives me peace, and then the peace gives me the eternal happiness. Ignorance, knowledge, peace, happiness. This is a step and go. Jnana sadhana. Important, last couple of slides. The thing, what are the means to get this knowledge? Verse 25 to 34. It is presented in this portion in 12 yajnas. I'll go faster. Don't bother about the 12 yajnas, names and all the things. Yajna means you are not talking about homam and puja, prayer and all the things. It is an action with reverence and devotion, bhakti. That is the meaning of yajna. Any action with a reverence to God is yajna. The thing. Deva yajna, puja. Thank God every day for giving me an opportunity to serve the society and community. Vishaya Bhoga Yajna. Take all the experience with a reverential attitude. Take food as an offering to God, thanking Him for the food. Half of the people in the world, they are not getting food. At least thank God, I am having at least 2 idlis to eat. Thank you. Indriya Nigraha Yajna. Sense control. Mano Nigraha, mind control. Dravya Yajna, very important. Dravya is property, material. Share all your possessions with underprivileged people. Money, food, time, prayer, knowledge, everything, please share with underprivileged. The sixth one is tapo yajna, practicing austerity. Tapam is austerity. It is not just sitting and closing the eyes and meditating. It is practicing austerity, simplicity, foregoing some kind of comfort voluntarily to understand problems of others by, for example, practicing, let's say, I don't eat food, I do fasting 1 day a week. When I do fasting, I undergo hunger. But by doing this thing, I understand what is hungry, how people suffer because of hunger. I understand others' problem. So this is an opportunity to understand others, the world problem. Yoga yajna, practicing yoga, asana, etc., ashtanga yoga. Swadhyaya yajna, parayanam of scripture, etc., recitation. Jnana yajna, study of supporting scriptures like language, logic, discipline, etc. Pranayama yajna, breathing exercise. Ahara niyama yajna, regulate eating habits, quality, etc., etc., etc. Atma Jnana Nivedana Yajna, study of Vedantic scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, for example, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra, etc. If you cannot practice all yajna, do at least a few, at least one. First 11 yajnas are preparatory, purifying sadhana, and the final one is compulsory, the direct liberation sadhana, jnana sadhana, jivan mukti. These are all the things. And then we are coming to the end now. What is the phalam? What is the benefit of this, all activities? Karma and jnana. Name I'll mention in Sanskrit, but when I say in English, it will be very, very clear. Sarva moha nivritti. Freedom from delusion, confusion, and conflict in taking decision. Accept results as his gift. Sarva bheda nivritti. Removing the distance between you and God in steps. First he is away, then he is in me, he is me. Please follow whatever step you can, but you are reducing the distance. Sarva papa nivritti, freedom from all karma, because karmas are being done by body, but I am Atma, so I am not doing any punyam or papa. So Sarva karma nivritti, freedom from pavam punyam and the consequent cycle of birth and death and all the things, because it's all done by the body mind, not me, Atma. I am Atma, I am not a doer of any karma, therefore no pavam punyam for really me. If I understand I am Atma. Jnanam is the best boat to cross the ocean of samsara, emotional stress. Jnanam is powerful fire destroying all karma. That we are coming to the end, last couple of slides. Two important qualifications required to get into this talk about three qualification. Condensing, you need two. Commitment. You need that commitment to learn, understand jnanam, ultimate liberation. Another name is sincerity, seriousness. You need that. Second qualification is faith, shraddha, is the validity of teaching and the guru. You can ask questions, but you must have a faith in the teaching, in the scriptures, and in guru, the thing. One disqualification Krishna mentioned in these last verses are samsaya, doubting mind, in the teachings and the teacher. Skepticism should not be there in the spiritual path. You can have questions. If you do not understand, please ask the teacher to re-explain. Again. You can ask 10 times, 100 times. You can ask the teacher to give another example. In Chandogya Upanishad, the teacher gives students 9 examples teaching Atma, Anatma, Vivekam. Many students doesn't understand. Nothing. Again. No problem. But don't say, I doubt. I don't accept what teacher says. I doubt the whole topic. I doubt the whole teaching. I doubt the teacher. Don't do the thing. I am not able to understand, re-explain. Fine. So, commitment and have faith This is important. Doubting mind, please avoid in learning, getting this knowledge. Last slide. Title of this chapter, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, which I read, knowledge of renunciation of karma abhimanam, over attachment to karma and its results. I am doing that kind of thing. It is mine. Reduce that, reduce that, reduce that. Conclusion, convert karma to karma yoga. Reduce ego and contribute to family, community and nature, and see the creator God in everyone and in everything. Creator is in the created. Gold is in the ornament. You see gold in all the ornament. You see wood in all the furniture. So creator is in the created. See God in everyone. This attitude over a period of time will reduce my conflict with myself, with others, and increase peace and leading to happiness, which I can share with everyone in the world. With this, I close my presentation. If I taken a little bit more time, sorry, my apologies. Thank you all, Rotarians, aunts, brothers, sisters. Any questions you can ask now, you can send email to me. Thank you. Hari Om. Thanks to my Guru, Paramarthananda, for giving me this ability to make this presentation. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Fantastic. Very nice. Superb. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Very nice.
Sir, can you remove the presentation and
Yeah.
move to speaker view, please?
I will do that. I'm coming. How do I do? 1 second.
Stop sharing, then it will.
Okay. I'll do. 1 second. Stop here. Okay. Okay. Done.
Okay, thank you. I request Rotarian President Krishnan to give the vote of thanks now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, at last my technical issue has been sorted out.
President.
At the outset, my apologies for joining a little late. Since I mistook the time by 10 minutes, I assumed it was, hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. Please.
Okay. I thought it was 11:30. Then I realized it was 11:15. So I had to join at 11. So I got myself involved with some other work, and then that's how I got delayed. My apologies for that. First and foremost, yes, I would like to thank Rotarian Kupu. As I said, he is my fellow Rotarian. He is my friend and also my guru. We have heard Kupu in our meetings quite a number of times, but every time you listen to him, it's just not a refresher, but then it also kind of opens up a newer kind of knowledge within you. In the same manner, I think today also he has done that. The significant aspect of his presentation, as I see it, is that it's very practical, and he brings Gita to our day-to-day lives, and that's very, very interesting. And the teachings of Gita, sometimes we feel, how can we apply it in our day-to-day life? But Kupu's presentation, being so practical, it it allows us, or it helps us in this in leading our life in the most practical manner, taking Bhagavad Gita's teachings. So thank you, Kupu, for all that you have taken. I know for you this is kind of a child's play because you have been doing this for decades. Secondly, let me thank Rotarian Maithili, who has been spearheading this. An important aspect has been conceived by her, conflict and peace, resolution of conflict and finding peace. A very appropriate topic in the present times, although everybody is experiencing COVID in an individual manner, going through probably some experiences, but probably bordering on some kind of conflicts, inner conflicts, because of so many issues, including in extreme cases, depression. So these kind of teachings are helpful. So thank you, Maithili, for bringing this to the front and giving an opportunity for all the Rotarians and families to experience this and probably resolve conflicts which arise in the mind. I also would like to thank all the friends and families, friends who have been kind enough to log in and trying to understand this and join with us. Last, I also would like to thank Arun, who is the Director Public Image for the Rotary Club of Madras, Besant Nagar, and he has conceived this. At the beginning, we were skeptical as to how this is going to bring about a public image, but as 2 sessions are over, I'm pretty confident and we are very sure that it brings a lot of public image to the club. So thanks, Arun, for taking this initiative and taking it forward for us. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for this. Over to Arun.
Yeah. Thank you, President, for the kind words. I request all the participants to come forth with any doubts or any clarifications they would like to have on the spot, face to face with Rotarian Kupu, who has got 60 years wisdom instilled and then presenting us the essence of it. It's in a very short time. So we can use the chat window or also can speak up. Now since the session is over, I already have one question lined up. So I just would start with that and then look forward to any of you join with more questions in case you have anything to add.
I have one question, Arun, after the first is answered.
Okay, thank you. Sure. Okay, the question from our Rotarian PP Ravindran, who is also a Director International Services. He would like to know how to use today's teachings in the current situation with some practical tips. So, could you elucidate on that, Rotarian Kupu?
Right. You're talking how to handle the teachings of Gita in today's situation.
Yeah.
So, right. This is, then we have to take the whole presentation summary, but I'll put it in 2 lines, no problem. Please accept everyone and everything as it is, wherever you cannot change things. This is the step 1, to get the equanimity, the balance between good and bad, with positive, happiness, pleasure and pain, how to handle equally. To do that, That step required is what is called acceptance. I accept everyone as they are if I cannot change. I accept everything as it is if I cannot change. If I can change something, fine. The thing. If I cannot change, for example, I'm just giving, it's all in the lighter sense. The thing. Today is Sunday. I cannot change it. I cannot make it Tuesday. That kind of thing. Then best thing is accept. I didn't get a phone call from one of my friends on my birthday. I accept it. Instead of complaining and spoiling the whole day, the thing, I accept that thing. So accepting is the most important word. The last word in our life. If suppose if you forget everything in our life, my mind is gone, brain is gone. I cannot remember any single word, but I am allowed to remember one word: is accept. That acceptance will reduce the conflict. The conflict is not accepting. I don't mean to say you accept if somebody says 5 plus 5 is 200. I don't say you accept. What you do is accept that person has the right to say what he wants. If he asks me a question, Kupu, is that correct? 5 plus 5 is 200. Then try to answer. If you say, no, it is not correct, then you say, I didn't ask you a question. He will tell you, I am saying 5 plus 5 is 200. I didn't ask you whether it is right or wrong. I didn't ask you what is your opinion. So then in that situation, it all happens to us every day. You go and tell something to somebody, they will tell you, I didn't ask your opinion. Why are you giving your opinion? Why are you giving your comment? Why are you giving your answer? I am just saying, I am doing this. Then best thing to avoid conflict, accept, accept, accept with your family, with your spouse, with your children, with your friends. This will reduce the conflict. Reduction of conflict will do the thing. In business, day-to-day life, we do the same thing. The thing. Accept, move with the group, go with the group, the thing, as much possible, do what best we can, without commenting, conflicting, without, let's say, disagreeing too much with people. Of course, whatever you can change, you can change. There's no problem. If they ask, can you suggest me another way to reach from Adaya to Mylapore? Give them, if they ask for it. But don't say that you are wrong. Nothing. This is, in today's context, we can do everything, every action in the way which will not disturb us. This will not give a conflict within, from outside, etc. That will be peaceful. We learn this, then we reach step 2, step 3, step 4. Peace, happiness, everything, it will come if we do acceptance. That's the answer. Simple answer.
Next question from President Krishnan. Please go ahead, President.
Yeah, Kupu, during one of the slides, I saw the word greed, and then the general perception is greed is not acceptable. But you had put there a qualifying saying unethical greed. It raised a doubt in me that then is there an ethical greed? So greed itself is not acceptable. So where is the question of unethical greed? This is a doubt in my mind. So, okay, yes, Kupu.
Good question. Good question. Yeah, the thing. See, when I say it is something like this, Krishnan. 2 years back, when I became a president, the governor, DG, Babu Karam, said to me, to all the presidents, you may have a certain limits or experience of doing projects in your club. Our club was doing 4-5 lakhs worth of project every year for the last 20 years, the thing. But please change your mind and think in terms of 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs. I know it's very difficult. It is like a greed. 4-5 lakhs project is our desire, our ambition, our plan. 15-20 is out of thinking. We cannot do it, we have never done. The thing. Please think. Please plan. Think about it. It may look like a greed, that's what he said, but we should try. It is a reasonably good greed. Try. If you don't land in 15, 10, 15, at least suppose you land 7, 8, at least done. Okay, you're doing the thing. Please sometimes think big. Many times bigger than for the benefit of others. Right. Coming in a simple language between us Christian, they think, okay, when he said, then I told him, yes, we are doing only, so far 5 lakhs per year we are doing. Now I have a project which will be 25 to 30 lakhs. You said 10. 10 is not within our thing. My greed is 30, 25, 30 lakhs project. The Kalapakam project, that we said the thing. The greed may cross the limit, but unethical, ethical is different. I want to earn 200 crores today evening is maybe a little bit thing. For this project, I want to do it for 5 lakh. I want to do something like 20, 25 lakh. Instead of donating 1,000 rupees to these people, I want to do 3,000, 5,000 rupees. This is what doubling, tripling, going 10 times, but in an ethical way. It is the greed. That's where I define, I add an adjective, unethical to the thing. But I know, instead of greed, we can use unethical and ethical desire. We can keep it that way, Krishna.
Yeah, thank you. I think that probably is accepting in my mind, because greed is giving a negative connotation. Okay, thank you, Kuku.
Just to add, my understanding is you had mentioned 12 yagnas, one of them being Dravya Yagna. So, with respect to Dravya Yagna, where you mentioned share your possessions with underprivileged, you can greedily share without any limit. Is that what you are trying to say? Yes, there is no limit to the giving.
Yeah.
Can we understand it that way? I am trying to appreciate a different viewpoint from the Rotary perspective. Giving, without any limit, without any inhibition, is good, is ethical. Can we take it that way?
Yeah, I can give this. I can give an answer. Yes, it is these are very relevant, very, very interesting question. I'm very happy that these questions come. The limit of giving, the proportion, percentage is up to you. Something, though I am a Rotary member only from 2010, I attended a few meetings in Holland in 1990s. My colleagues were Rotarians in Holland, and the meetings took place in the hotel where I was staying. They invite me for the fellowship, the thing, meeting and fellowship go together, some kind of thing. I asked them, you are discussing in the meeting, we will contribute to this project and all the thing, but before doing that thing, you have started taking your beer, the thing, Coast, and then Heineken and all those kind of things. Then, what exactly is the objective of Rotary? Then they said very nicely to Pushpami, I tell you, please understand it in the correct perspective. First, fellowship, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. No problem. Enjoying yourself, please do. But how do you do? First, enjoy with your friend, with your group, sitting alone, then fellowship. 5 of your friends, 10 of your friends, join together, order your first beer. Very good, no problem. Second, third, then think about it. Fourth beer, should I have it, or donate that money to somebody else? These numbers are only example. You can think about it not in the fourth beer, you can do it in the third beer or fifth beer, eighth beer, that's up to you. You think. So in the fourth beer, let me not have it, I will share it with the community society. The thing. And also, you give a laughing justification. With the fourth beer, the police may also stop me. They think the 3 beer I am within the limit of 80 units, and then when I go to the fourth beer, I get the trouble. So let me donate it. That kind of thing. Therefore, they themselves said, first enjoy, then whatever, wherever your mind permits, please take that and contribute it to the community, to somebody else. Where it comes, it is up to you, depends upon the situation, person, etc. Share. Share with others. You are not giving the fourth beer to somebody. The fourth beer costing, let's say, €3, €5, give it to somebody. That kind of thing. Now, that's what he meant. Enjoy the thing. If you give all 100% to somebody at the time of your end of your life, if somebody asks, no, bloody, every life is a waste because I gave all my money to somebody, I didn't even enjoy a cup of coffee. What the hell it is, the thing. It is, gave everything to everything. Instead, what you should say is, I enjoyed my life fully, shared a little bit, but I have small regret. I should have paid a little bit more. From the 100 rupees I have, I contributed 5. I should have contributed 10. That kind of thing. That's my only regret. But okay, at least I have done 5. So, Arun, the Dravya Yajna is contribute what you can afford. That is, no limit, no percentage. Even everyone has a different limit. Every country, every society, every religion has a kind of a different percentage. Contribute 2.5% in Islam from your asset. Contribute 10%, contribute 5%. It's all no numbers. What you can, please contribute dravyam. Dravyam means not only money, huh? It is also your best wishes, good thoughts, your prayers, everything you please share. There can be no limits, no numbers, no percentage. It's up to you, whatever is possible.
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
So, where is bhakti in Gita? Will it liberate anybody? Will it give peace and happiness?
Very, very, very good question. This question was asked by the students in my granddaughter, and also many students in Holland, whom I made Gita presentation 20 years back. The same Gita presentation, they asked me, what do you mean by devotion? Where it is? Should I go to church and pray? Where? It doesn't come somewhere. Presentation. Bhakti. Right. Gita or any scripture concentrate on 5 aspects, 5 points. Karma yoga, upasana yoga, meditation, jnana yoga, 3. 4 is bhakti. I will not use bhakti yoga, I will explain. Bhakti, the 5 is virtuous good qualities, characters, noble qualities. 5 aspects. This bhakti is an integral part of everything else. That's why I don't call it a separate thing. Bhakti is not an independent thing. I do karma yoga between 7 and 8, jnana yoga between 9 and 10, bhakti yoga between 11 and 12. No. Bhakti is an integral part of everything, including your breathing. Come to our own presentation, karma yoga, I said, dedicate actions to God, take the result as his gift. The bhakti is that. If I have no bhakti, I'll say, who the hell is God? Why should I dedicate to him? I dedicate only to myself, the thing. But dedicating the action to God, take the result as his gift is bhakti. Upasana yoga, meditation, which will not come in detail, I'll come in the 6th chapter. Upasana is Ishta Devata Bhakti. I want to start my upasana, let's say praying Krishna, Vinayaka, or Muruga, or whatever, the thing. Start with the thing, and slowly, the focusing one point, Ishta Devata Upasana, to say world Upasana, the thing, whole world. Okay, the thing, the meaning is slowly I expand, looking at 1.2. Then that means I see the whole world in God. It's called, it will come in the later chapter, Vishwarupa yoga thing. whole Vishwam is in God. Before creation, everyone, you, me, everyone in God. And after creation, God is in everyone. I see God in everyone. In the meditation, I look at anything. I meditate on this dog, but see God in the dog. I meditate on a flower and then see God in that flower. I see God in the hill. I see God in the sea, water, everything, fire, everywhere. I see God. When I see this God in everyone, everything,
No, 10
I
minutes.
maintain equality. There's no difference. I don't say I like this guy, I don't like that guy. That attitude is gone. Because I see God in him, Mr. A, I see God in Mr. B. Then where the question of liking and hating and all the things. So Upasana Yoga, God is there, Bhakti is there. The thing. Jnana Yoga, God is somewhere there, 10 kilometers away from me. God is near me, half a kilometer. God is in me. God is me. So God is there everywhere. The thing. So all the yogas involve bhakti. So you don't need a separate yoga for bhakti. The bhakti is an attitude. It is not a yoga. It is an attitude. If you do a puja, if you call that as bhakti, no, the puja belongs to karma yoga. I am doing a puja, going around the temple 3 times, or 5 times, or 9 times, or 18 times. It is a karma yoga. I am doing archana in the temple is a karma yoga. The bhakti is, even if before going to temple, the bhakti is in me. Attitude of going to temple, thanking God is a bhakti. Bhakti is an integral part of your life. Your breathing, your eating, your everything, taking shower, what? Everything is bhakti. That's why bhakti is not a yoga, it is a kind of a component which is there everywhere. It is an attitude. This is what is explained in Gita. We will come to Bhakti Yoga in chapter 12. Krishna will tell you that thing. Ultimate super bhakti is jnana. He will say that I will come to that later. Bhakti is included in everything, whatever you do.
Thank you, Kupu. I have the last one. What are the topics that Bhagavad Gita focuses on in general?
Right. Okay. Okay. We divide that into 3 components. The first component topic in the first 6 chapters, the topic is Karma Yoga, Pradama Shadgam, first 6 chapter. Karma Yoga, 6th chapter including Upasana, the thing is bit okay, take that thing, little bit overlapping. Who am I? The second 6th chapter is focusing on Bhakti, Upasana, etc. Or I use the word, who is he? That is the thing. Upasana, who is he? The third 6 chapters is what is the relationship between him and me. I'm using the word him. It can be her, whatever, thing. There's no him, there's no her, nothing. What is the relationship between that guy or that person and me? And then what are the moral values, qualifications, ethical values we should build the thing to understand this thing. That's the last 6 chapters. So, Bhakti Yogam, Upasana Yogam, Jnana Yogam. Who am I? And what is our relationship? Upasana Jnana, who am I? Who is it? What is our connection? This is the 3 topics, a very rough division. There will be a lot of overlapping.
Thank you, Rotarian Kupu. Excellent, fantastic. Is there any other clarifications being sought? At the end of the session, very about to close.
Yeah, I see
hand,
Colonel K. Vishwanathan has raised his hand.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. You have to unmute. Yeah.
Yeah. Good afternoon. I am a Rotarian from Rotary Club of Pune. I happen to know about this program today, and the 3 of us from Pune were participating in today. I must compliment you, Kupu, for this wonderful talk, and thank you also. And incidentally, my initial is K, standing for Kupuswamy, which is my father's name. as a connection. And also, you motivated me to make sure that I attend on every first Sunday from now on. I hope I'm welcome for this program, which is not.
You're most welcome.
And also motivated to somehow introduce this into my club. Presently, I am director of the international service, so may not be part of this, but somewhere down the line, I'm looking for an opportunity where I can take the help of Kupu and probably give it to my club members. The first question that you answered, I was reminded of a very long back when I was a small boy. Somebody said something similar to what you said about what you should do when there is something. It reads something like this. The last portion, of course, is you should know the difference. The first one is have the courage to do things you can. That is the first one. The second one says, let go what you cannot do. You cannot change things. You cannot change everything.
What you cannot
What you cannot do.
exactly.
Third, is the most important is the wisdom to know the difference.
Yes, that is it.
That's the most important. So it was a very nice session. I must thank you with all my bottom of my heart. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. At your service anytime.
Anybody else? Shall we close the session?
Somebody raised her hand here, left, I think she's gone.
Anybody else? Like to add? Thank you then. Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you, Rotarian Maithili, and thank you, President Krishnan, and thank you, Kuppu and Anne, who had taken time, and thanks to my fellow Rotarians who have logged in today and then enjoyed the session. It was great. Thanks for all your support. Look forward to the next episode on the 1st of November or whatever date it is, first Sunday, which I will intimate you. Please share with the youngsters also, as posted by Rotarian Maithili. So because the knowledge at that age gets seasoned, will by the time they reach my age, not yours, at least they'll have some sense, much more sense than what I am having today. So I look forward to sharing with youngsters also. So thank you all. Thank you, Kupu.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. Hari Om. Thanks to the teacher, Paramatmananda.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.